Hello gamers, this is Papa Brad's Gaming with a look at a brand new game called Doodle Taxi, available on Steam. Let's check it out. Welcome to the world of Doodle Taxi. Right away you're greeted with this kind of zen music. Pretty minimalist game setup menu. You've got some settings, fuel customers, customer temper. And we're going to jump right into this game, Doodle Taxi. Starts off with the story. The basic story is a witch has cursed you. And her curse takes away your ability to see the world in color. And right away as you jump into the game, you realize this game has some amazing art style. It's almost like it's a hand-drawn art, with everything being very realistic. In my opinion, Doodle Taxi from Metkin Games, the absolute gem of a game on Steam. This is the kind of indie game I like to play. If you're a fan of quirky, addictive indie games, this one should be at the top of your list. Okay, so let me just start by saying what I think about the game. Doodle Taxi from Metkin Games is an absolute gem of a game on Steam. If you're a fan of quirky, addictive indie games, this one, there's no reason for not to be at the top of your list. I find this game kind of relaxing and there's kind of a zen to playing it. First and foremost, I want to talk about the game's art style. It's the absolute standout feature of the game. It's like you're playing inside a hand-drawn sketchbook. And this unique art style adds a ton of charm to this game's overall experience. The way it begins with you losing color, I think is very cool and very different. Every element from the cars to the buildings and pedestrians is beautifully doodled, giving the game a distinct personality that's pretty hard not to fall in love with. It's not just the visuals in this game that shines. The gameplay itself is incredibly fun and surprisingly challenging. You're tasked with controlling a taxi through a maze-like cityscape, and your goal is to pick up passengers and drop them off at their destination. Sounds easy, right? Well, think again. The streets are filled with unexpected obstacles, like crazy drivers challenging routes. They're going to put a test to your decision-making skills. It's one of those games that's easy to pick up, difficult to master, making this game very replayable. The variety of cars and power-ups in Doodle Taxi is also a pleasant surprise. As you progress through this amazing indie game, you can unlock different taxis, each with its own unique abilities. And this adds a layer of strategy to the game as you have to choose the right taxi for each of the level's challenges. The controls in the game are intuitive and responsive. When I played, I used an Xbox One controller, and I found my control of the taxi was fantastic. Very simple. You just use the triggers for your gas and your brake and reverse, and you have a horn button too, which is pretty fun to honk. A huge thank you to Obsidian Contraption, who provided me with a code to review this game. One of the best features of this game by far is its soundtrack. The soundtrack, I could listen to the music in this game without even playing it. That's how good the soundtrack is. Soundtrack has a lot of different types of songs, but it has a certain zen to it. And it adds to the overall immersion. It keeps you engaged as you navigate the crazy and chaotic streets of this game. I mean, the music, to me, is one of the things that pushes this game to be very enjoyable. Gonna get some gas, fuel up my taxi. Just hold X. Gassing up. One thing I don't like about the game is that when you pick up the passenger, this white card comes up that obscures your view for a second. They could have made the card either transparent or tucked it away in the corner where it doesn't obscure your view. And I think that would have been an improvement in this one factor in the game. And there I am honking the horn. Controls in this game are spot on. And once again, there's a zen to playing it. The music, The visuals, very immersive. I'm gonna do a time-lapsed video showing you, this was a pretty long gameplay, and I'm gonna show you the gradual change to regaining color in your world through this video. And you can just see I'm dropping off all these different customers, and I just wanted to show the progression to regaining color in this game. This game just came out on Steam. I believe it was originally released on the Atari VCS. You know, it's clear that Meccan Games, they care about the player community, and they do want to provide the best experience playing this game. In conclusion, Doodle Taxi is a hidden gem on Steam, deserves a bit more recognition, so I'm going to shout it out. It's got a unique art style, challenging gameplay, and it has a lot of charm. I find this game to be a very enjoyable ride. Whether you're a casual gamer looking for a quick fix, a hardcore gamer seeking a new challenge, Doodle Taxi has something to offer everyone. Give it a try. You won't be disappointed. This has been Papa Brad, reminding you to always stay legit.